Gate 2,
Damn
and I
it.
am here. What?
You didn't tell me you were hitting it.
I thought I did, I'm sorry.
No, you didn't. Please, go ahead.
Well, we're always messing up the intros anyway, so. Why should we part with tradition?
Yes.
And. Son of.
What?
There we go. Anyway,
Yeah.
I had the stream playing in another window, so sorry. Anyway, we are back with another episode of Pimp Mah Boat. And before we get into that, we are going to take a look at Ion Mark III's frigate that he's been using for a small fries campaign.
Well, to be more accurate, just some in development things. That small fries new part hasn't come out, but that's because I've been trying to work out new weaponry for it. And just as a note, I am recording this time around as well, but I will be switching to stream format, same as Dama, going forward. It's just I've not managed to get around to actually putting out the part from last week yet, so that's why I'm recording this one as well.
Okay. So, what would you like to tell us about your armament that you got going on over here? It looks pretty impressive.
Well,
it looked
first
like what you got 150 mil, and I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, in the middle we've got the original thud gun mechanism, the one that is currently on all versions of the well, what's been called the Javelin. And I'm just going to get rid of the starter raft. Delete. Yes.
Yeah, that thing's super annoying.
And I'll bring in an actual Javelin class, just so you can see what was happening in the last game.
Okay.
There we go.
I really do like the aesthetic of it. It looks pretty cool. But I'm sure you've been hearing that a lot from the comments and things like that.
Not that much, actually. I'm not a
Really?
dude.
I'm disappointed.
But yeah, basically after things got totally wiped out last time, I decided some improvements were required. So that's why we've got a stripped down hull here, which is now a blank Javelin frigate. It's too small for the destroyer. You made me realise that last time. And this platform is me working out what to do with it. So as you can see, I said that's the mechanics of the thud gun in the middle. Yep.
You got this twin barrel 250 mil. What can you tell us about it? Is that something you're looking to replace the thud gun with?
That is the most recent weapon system. It uses the two shells behind it, which are AP delayed ignition high explosive and AP delayed frag, with maximum yield for the frag as well. So it goes in, detonates. That's what this 250 is for. It's like punch through medium armor and then devastate internal systems is what it's trying to do.
Okay. So you got AP frag and AP HE, it sounds like, from your description?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it looks like you got a pretty decent fire rate on here, 24.7 RPM. It looked like you really had to stack on the autoloaders to get it there, too.
Yeah, because it's actually a long shell, since I decided to use this as the knock-through heavy craft weapon. So that's why it's a 3-meter shell on it. Though the one that was worked out before that is the system behind it, which was me testing how well I could get a 100mm and then 150mm shell working versus solid metal plate, which is why there's a thing right there.
Yeah.
So I was just like using this ACB.
Hi, Rubber Ducky. He's admiring your big quad cannon that you got over there.
Oh, the thud gun.
So just out of curiosity, this triple barrel one, what kind of shell do you have in it?
Let me turn that off so we can actually hear ourselves think. We weren't seeing how good it was going because we've both got our repair tentacles on, so we were repairing the target block.
No, I was seeing pretty well how well it was busting through that ammo. It looked like it took a few hits for it to punch through it, but it was getting there.
Yeah, that thing was actually using the I think that's only using the basic shell, so right now that would be the hollow point HE. Yeah, that's using hollow point HE on it.
Okay. I was wondering if hollow point frag would probably do you any better.
Well, if you notice, there is actually a hollow point frag next to it.
I saw it, but did you try shooting in the gun just to see how it would do?
That's the thing. That's actually a test platform, and it's the first thing I built here. Rubber Ducky that says that is a decent AA, but it's actually intended for anti-ship use as well, or it was. And basically, it's being replaced by the other two turrets to the other side of it. And it was HE flak on a time fuse. Though I also tried using a HE pure during the actual Small Fries episodes. And unfortunately, it's just too slow firing, too weak. I felt for what it was trying to do, which was be an all-purpose gun. It was meant to be anti-everything, and it was anti kind of nothing. If I'm honest.
That's one of the problems that you have in From the Depths. If you try to do everything at once, sometimes you just kind of end up failing at trying to do everything.
Yeah.
Instead of just specializing into one thing.
Yeah, so I was using this test gun next to it, just trying to work out a new smaller shell, faster firing.
Yeah, looks like you did pretty good with the triple barrel one here. That's some pretty good looking Tetris you got on it.
Yeah, that's what I worked out as the first one before I did that 250. It was the a treble 150mm, but it's actually well, have you looked at the RPM on it?
Not yet. Ooh, that is a nice rate of fire though.
119, yeah. And the
for a 150 mil shell, that ain't bad at all, yeah.
Well, it goes further than that. That's why there's multiple shell patterns. While the 250 is split between HE and frag, that was actually split 3 ways. It's half and half between explosive content and frag.
Okay.
And then for the explosive, it's 2/3 HE, 1/3 flak.
That sounds like a pretty mean decaflower.
It is actually pretty good. Are all platforms invulnerable, by the way?
I can... Nope, we can't set that up in multiplayer, it seems.
Yeah. Okay. During the latest Small Fries, I struggled against basically a large number of lighter targets, so that's why I started looking at the 150. And light stuff like morays or drones or anything with relatively weak armor, this 150 actually shreds them apart really quickly.
Very nice.
But I realised it's actually not very good against any kind of real armor. It just doesn't pack enough punch to try and bore its way through.
So that's probably why you went over here to the 250 mil.
Yeah, that's where the 250 comes in with its AP shells.
I'm wondering if you'd have room to put both of them in here.
That
because
is actually what I'm thinking of doing, because I stripped out the javelin hull, and I think there is enough room since they use the same basic width as the original Thud gun.
Okay. Rubber Ducky's asking you about your missiles. I'm assuming he's talking about the about these anti-missile systems that you got over here, maybe?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mentioned at the end of last time that it was like... sorry, not last time. In Small Fries. Or maybe it was last stream, I'm not sure which. That because they're pop-up AA, I was feeling like they were actually weakening the armor around those sections. So they got blown off really quickly as a priority target.
Yeah.
So I wanted to go back to just having like a deck-mounted anti-missile instead. So that was me trying to work out how I wanted to arrange that and get it a bit more compact because I didn't want it sticking out so much.
I like what you do with this one that's got the oblique panels all over it.
I'm thinking that might be the version I go with in the end because it's like it's flattened down. It's got an interesting aesthetic to it. It's got just a tad bit more armor. That could make all the difference. Yeah, I didn't even bother to armor the other ones because I was trying to work out what kind of arrangement I wanted to have with it. I wanted to get like 6 pods of missiles because that felt like a good amount to have, but I also wanted the missile detection system and the camera, so I just like rebuilt it over and over until I got something I thought was okay. Okay.
You got some high praise from Razul over that thing, didn't you?
Yeah, the very original version. That's why I felt like 24 missiles on tap, combined with built-in missile detection, was actually a really good approach to have in a light anti-missile turret. It was just trying to get it to fit better, I think, is what I was trying to do in this case.
Okay.
Yeah, so these maintain all of the anti-missile capability, but I was trying to get a more compact package. That's why there's some in just like odd arrangements and things like that.
Okay.
But yeah, that's all that is. Trying to work out the new system.
All right.
Do you want
Anything else you'd like to tell us about it?
Well, I think I've covered everything really. I'm really boring that way. Except for the fact that I think the third gun is going to be outright replaced by the two systems in question here, because the third gun was just like, it's slow firing, it's got proximity detonation kind of effects, which is useful for if it misses the target, but honestly the shells in the new guns are actually faster travelling as well, so...
Yeah. Okay.
Control just this one, thank you.
Ooh, yeah. That even feels powerful.
Do we have a
I love
target
the
handle?
audio for the new one. I could get one up if you'd like. Anything in particular?
Well, whatever you feel like, honestly, as long as we can turn it off in time.
Rubber Ducky's asking if a 500mm anti-missile flat cannon would work.
It would do nasty things to missiles, yes. The rate
The
of
hard
fire...
part's trying to get... Yeah, I was about to say the rate of fire, that's probably something that you'd struggle with a little.
With the new system, the rate of fire is a bit of a struggle. I mean, I was actually going to a 500mm on these heavier turrets, but then I decided I wanted a bit more flexibility, so I dropped it down to 250 length of the shell and included multiple shell types instead.
Okay.
The thing is that, for the most part, the gunpowder and rail charges are divorced from the reload rates from the autoloaders. But if you want to get a powerful shell, then that is what affects how many autoloaders you actually need to bring into it.
Alrighty then. So I'm going to spawn in a couple of Marauders here, just so we could have a look and see how these guns work. So if you're ready, just go ahead and grab them, turn them off.
Alright, do we want the original Javelin getting involved, or...?
No. Well, we'll leave that up to you.
Okay, I'm ready to turn off the AIs, if you want to.
Okay, I'll just bring in like 3 of them, just so we have lots of blocks to shoot at.
There's one right next to us
that
for
is...
some reason. What the...
Yeah.
Why are they so close?
I have no idea.
They even overlapped, I think. No, wait, no, hang on. I don't know. Okay, right. The problem is the guns aren't built for aiming downwards, so they can't really work at this point.
Lower the fortress, I guess?
Yeah, I guess. Just the fortress controller.
If you would prefer, we could just return to lobby and just spawn your fortress back and see if we can't get a better position.
I'm just thinking the fortress, don't mind me.
Okay.
Actually, this will screw up the...
Find a way to make this easy for everyone.
Yeah, I think just like removing and reloading it would probably be better. Back to lobby, please.
Okie doke. How about this time we spawn in the Marauders first,
and then
turn them off, and then spawn in the platform?
Yeah, that sounds better.
Okay, we'll do that then.
For reference, by the way, I felt like the 500 was a bit too heavy for the ship in question, which is, I know, really odd considering I used to have no problem whacking a 500mm on a really small craft. But with the new system, it feels like, because of how much you have to work on the rest of the gun to make a decent 500.
Alright, let's go ahead and turn these dudes off. Are they?
Yes.
I thought I switched them over to Onyx Watch for... Nothing ever wants to go right.
Do you want to spawn in 3 more? I'll just scrap these 3.
Yeah, scrap them if you would, please.
Oh dear. Well, this wouldn't be one of our videos or streams if there wasn't something going wrong somewhere.
I know, right?
Hi Benzo, welcome to the stream.
Hey Benzo, what's up? We're gonna be doing some more Pimp Mah Boat here in a little bit. We're just showing off Ion's latest build.
Well, actually, you offered in the comments of the last part of Small Fries to have a quick look at what I was tinkering with. I just happened to have some stuff to look at.
Alright, are those correctly spawned in this time?
You've not spawned anything in.
Yes, I have. I just spawned in 3 Marauders.
I can't see them.
Are you blind?
No, they're literally not on my screen.
You're underwater, Ion.
No, no, what?
Your Rambot's underwater.
Oh, no, it was lag. There they are.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Okay, let's get in a new fortress for these. Dev platform coming.
Oh, very nice, Ion. Yeah, that pen dev seems like it's doing some work. Look at that.
I might as well bring in the third gun as well. So what did I take out of it? Oh, I took out the AI connection. So yeah, as you can see, the original turret is firing a lot slower than the new ones. Though admittedly, it has a heavier shell than the other two turrets do as well. It was just getting it to work properly.
Where's the shell customizer for the thud gun anyway?
It's actually built into it. It's in the middle of the thing.
Yeah, I like to do that too. Let's see here.
But I've decided that with a compact turret like this, it'd be more beneficial to actually have the customizers on the ship itself rather than use space in every individual turret.
What's the shell size on this? 297 on the thud gun?
293.
293? Okay.
Yep.
Have you considered doing like, I don't know, like a hollow point fragment out of this, or?
Out of the thud gun?
Yeah.
Well, I think one of the problems is just how it... I know you really like that doubled up over-under that I built into that turret, but my issue with it is just the space being split between the 4 separate gun systems, while the other 2 turrets are performing better because they are a single unified system.
No, I get you.
Yeah, so it's just the turret base is just not large enough to support as capable a weapon system in the space allowed.
Fair enough. I just thinking you might get more damage out of it with a hollow point frag, but
Indeed, you're right, and that was one of the original plans, to have it to actually tune the shells and things based on what kind of things we're facing. But I just found the thud gun so woeful in its general performance, you know. So that's why there's some outright replacements coming in now.
okay.
Though, as you mentioned, suggested, and what I said I was thinking of, maybe I can fit 2 of the turrets, 1 of each type, into the basic hull.
Yeah, I'm thinking the 250 mil maybe towards the front, and the
I was thinking the
150 towards the back.
I was thinking the other way around, but yeah, we do want all around for the anti-light turret, don't we?
Yeah, I think it would just have a better field of fire if you put it towards the back,
targets.
where it would probably need it, because I see this potentially being a really decent anti-aircraft gun, 150 mil.
Yeah, it's basically the smaller the target, the better. So I think it's going to have a separate AI to make it prioritize as such.
Of course.
While the 250 will just go after the biggest things it can find.
I can also see it having a lot of potential reusing the turret for other purposes, like maybe flex CWES or something like that.
Could be, could work, yeah. I mean, just put in a laser targeter and you'd be able to detonate at range with the right shells.
Yeah, I see that 150 mil having a lot of potential.
Oh, you can take a copy of it if you want.
I think I might, yeah. Thank you.
No, just bear in mind, it's one thing to the new system is you have to be careful balancing it for the shells in question. So as you can see, these are like 3 block long shells. First block being a head and a thing, and then the rest is just powder charge. So that's why it's got that rate of fire. I tuned it that way.
Do we want to bring in the ship that we were working on last now?
Yeah, sure. Unless you want to shoot at something else.
That's completely up to you. It's your platform.
Well, have you taken a copy of it?
Indeed, I have.
In that case, yeah, I think we might be about done here.
Alright, well, yeah, I'll just go ahead and return to lobby then, so we can just clear it all out. And we'll just start from scratch here. I have the vehicle here in the Pimp Mah Boat folder. Project 31 Dreadnought Pimped.
Yes. It is very shiny.
That's what I had it saved as. Alright, so let's see here. Now, there was an issue that we were having with the main guns last time. I think I got them snagged up on some things. And it kept them from turning. But I'm not entirely sure how the hell that happened.
Might be because you fitted all of these 3.7 inches on the sides of it.
Do what now?
It's the subguns you've got on the deck. They are not 1 block flat.
That makes total sense, actually.
Yeah, that would be fouling at least the smaller ones. Were the higher mounted ones having problems as well?
I don't remember.
You know what that means? Target practice time.
Of course.
There's nothing that can't be answered with target practice.
Receiving. This is true. I'm gonna just spawn some marauders in.
Not seeing any issues with the main turrets turning, actually.
Yeah, that's just weird. You think it might be restrictions?
Maybe. I'll go in and check the restrictions.
Yeah, I'm checking the one on the front here. Oh yeah, there's some firing restrictions on it, but it shouldn't be affecting it like that.
Just on the base of the turrets.
So I'm gonna try pulling those these 97mm guns off. See if that, yeah, that gave it just a little bit more room to twist.
Yeah, so they were getting in the way at least a little bit.
But they're still hung up on something else, it seems.
How do you mean?
Still not turning. The one in the back is not turning, like, at all. The one on the...
They are turning.
Yeah, but they're not doing the whole traverse is the problem.
They're just
Unless we want to, like...
Yeah,
they
are. I think they're just obeying the restrictions that have been given them. Also, those jets are so blooming loud. I regret installing them.
It's a wee bit loud, yeah.
It's meant to. Constant noise like that are meant to fade out, but the custom jets just aren't.
I don't know, something just doesn't seem right though with these turrets. It's like it's getting stuck on something. But I have no idea what.
Oh, that was a bit of a lag. What happened? Oh, we collided with an island.
Oh, okay. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, that has actually killed my sim speed rather badly. Oh wait, no, now it's back up to full. Now it's back up to full again.
Okay then. Gosh. I keep thinking that there's a block or something down here out of place that's keeping these things from turning, but I'm not seeing anything.
From what I saw, they aren't actually having trouble. The low ones are at least. So the absolute four, the absolute aft ones, they seem to be doing okay. There is some issues with self-damage, however. I get the feeling this thing is meant to broadside, but it's the rear turret is angling too far downwards and actually damaging the rear deck.
Yeah.
Because this craft is struggling to circle properly. It's too heavy.
Do these things even have a... Yeah, the back one has a failsafe on it. It shouldn't even be shooting itself.
I think it's because it starts to fire and then the ship turns. Or something. I'm not entirely sure.
Okay.
All I know is I'm not going to be using custom jets in any further builds.
Yeah, that noise is... Whew,
Because god
that's
damn it.
horrendous.
They look nice, but the noise...
Yeah, that doesn't sound anything like a jet engine to me.
But it does sound a bit like a jet engine, it's just like constant and aggravating. I even turned it down from 50% reduction to 75%. And I think it's... The custom jets just aren't being counted for a repetitive noise, as far as the game's sound settings are concerned. So they're going full blast.
Alright then.
The more you know.
Yeah. But it just seems like these turrets should be able to turn a lot farther, but they're just refusing to do so.
There's like 40k for each of those turning jets. All the huge jets. Yeah, the custom jets in the turning positions are almost 10 times the strength of a normal thing. So that's like 2/3 of the turning force being provided by custom jets.
That's a lot.
And I'm about to strip them out, honestly, because I just don't want the noise going on. If that's okay with you.
Yeah. No, that is perfectly fine with me. I'm just still trying to figure out why these turrets won't turn correctly.
As far as I could tell, they were turning properly, actually. So, are you sure they're not working right?
Yeah, they turn about maybe within about 30, 45 degrees, and then they just stop. They can't go full 90.
While we were quote-unquote fighting that marauder, it seemed like they were turning just fine to me. They were going as far as the firing restrictions would allow it.
Multiplayer shenanigans, maybe?
Maybe. But I don't see why that would affect things like turrets turning angle. Yeah, I'm at the very nose of the ship working on stripping out the custom jets there, and I can hear the custom jets at the back of the ship from here. Oh. That is not good. Nicht sehr gut.
9!
999. We still need to try and get a game of Secret Hit though at some point. In fact, we need to do tabletop game flat out.
Yeah.
Because that's been on our to-do list for ages and we've still not done anything about it. And while I'm at it, I'm just going to strip out those
things we need to do.
Yeah, there's a lot of things we're talking about doing, but then we just haven't got around to it. What can I say? We're very efficient at what we do.
Or not do.
Well, what we do is make plans to do stuff, and that's it. There you go. Forward missile bank's been torn out. Right, time to start stripping out the rear jets because
is that forward turret falling out or anything? Because it's...
What?
I'm trying to ditch the turret so I can figure out what the hell's wrong with it. I already saved it as a sub-object, but it's just not disappearing.
Have you deleted the thing?
I thought I did.
No, I mean the forward ones still both have their turret bases. You haven't deleted them.
I thought I did.
Which one are you trying to get rid of?
The first one, the very, very front one.
There you go.
Oh, there it goes, finally.
Yeah, that's because I deleted it. You haven't. I have the power here. Or something.
Okay, He-Man.
I have the power! Kind of ironic we were talking about He-Man.
I know, right?
On Monday, and now suddenly we're doing it again.
He-Man was the shit.
Indeed.
How am I gonna do
Didn't they do
this?
a remake of him or something?
They did a movie version, but I don't think it turned out very well. But I am not seeing anything that this would get hung up on. Oh yeah, they did do a remake.
Yeah, I thought they did.
Took me a second. That should be the right position for it.
We have Quiet.
Quiet. Oh, you mean from the guns?
No, the custom jets.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think I know what it is. I think it's part of the barbette.
The barbette. You're gonna have to refresh my knowledge a little bit.
It's basically the. It's kind of like a big silo that the gun is mounted in. I think it is way too narrow for it to spin, and I think that's what's causing it to keep from turning.
And why was it turning okay on?
I have no idea.
Where is the barbette?
Well, I just widened it.
In fact, there wasn't a barbette, or was there actually something in the upper levels?
There's a layer of metal, and then there's a layer of wood on top of said metal. And it was just like maybe one block too narrow on either side, so I'm going to try it this way, see if that does the trick. Oh yeah, much better. Much better. Except for some damn reason, the one over here on the back end doesn't want to spin at all. So.
Turn them again, will you? I'm watching the back ones now. I hate to say this, Dama, but they are all turning normally.
Yeah, that's because I had them.
No, including the front ones, which you haven't done anything to.
Yes, I did.
Did you? Then why is the Am I seeing things? Again.
If you go under the deck, you will see that there is a layer of metal underneath the decking.
Did you take out the corner? No, the corner blocks would have outright stopped it turning if they were actually present. As far as I can tell, you haven't done anything to the forward ones. Have you done anything to the forward ones?
I haven't done anything to the turrets themselves. No, what I did is I changed the... I had to take some armor off of the decking because it was binding up on them.
Okay.
Am I making sense now?
No.
Well, I tried.
I still don't
Maybe
know.
if you were watching my stream, you'd probably know what the hell I was talking about.
I am watching your stream. That's how I've got access to your stream chat.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm just going to accept your word for it and say, okay.
Well, they work now, so that's all I cared about. Okay, so... do we want to put a laser?
What kind of laser are you thinking of?
Defensive, probably, for starters, maybe?
Okay. So anti-missile laser core?
Yeah, that's probably what we need.
Right.
I think I'm going to armor up the... Actually, I'm going to put an actual barbette around these things, because there's not really much of one at the moment. Just to armor up the turrets a little bit better. But it seems like they need at least, like, I don't know, maybe about a meter of clearance around them.
reinforce the jets, I suppose. Wasn't there something about a laser being quote-unquote optimal if it feeds only so many defensive lasers?
If you're going for a decentralized lamps, probably. Is that what we're talking about doing?
I don't know. There was just something I read ages ago which said, by the way, you want, like, it quote-unquote works better if you have this many working on a given thing. I just
Was
never
that something I said?
No, it's just something general. I don't think it was from you. It's just I was asking if you know anything about it because I'm drawing a complete blank on it right now.
I did have a pretty good ratio at one point, but ever since some updates, it's completely crap now. So yeah.
Well, you know, we don't want this boat to be anything less than absolute quote-unquote optimal, so it will be the most perfect boat it can be.
Yeah, it's already got a super efficient steam engine in it.
Oh, thank you. I am now satisfied because I have received praise. Huzzah! It's good enough for what it's meant to be doing. So.
Fair enough.
Which is like plenty of power without having to worry about it for ever and ever. Amen.
We did include the builder on the discussion for it, so yeah. He said he was fine with it, as I remember. Oh, that's what that big green thing is. Okay. The big the resource rings. They were like coming through the ship, and I was like, "What the hell is that?"
Well, we are kind of hovering in place, so
yeah, it's fine.
Okay, there we go. I've replaced things with other things. I'll make some sense someday, I swear. I've replaced the original sights of the turning thrusters with actual standard jets, which are going to be a hell of a lot quieter.
Yeah.
We can't turn quite as hard as we were before, but I think the trade-off is worth it.
What if we use Deady Blades for turning?
I am not a Deady Blade specialist. And I somewhat mistrust them.
They do have a bit of a wind-up.
Well,
so
actually,
yeah,
maybe I should clarify. It's not. It's not reliability. It's just my only other recollection when you say Deady Blades is like I remember all the cheese that there used to be about it. You know.
What's wrong with that?
In fact, I don't tend to like using cheese that much.
Okay.
So as a result, because of that, ever since the cookie wagon, where I was doing things in what I thought was an acceptable way, then I also don't like how they can just like be stacked together so well and then just like get massive performance out of a much smaller craft than most other stuff. So I don't know, maybe it's a balance thing, I don't know. I just have this old mistrust of it, and that's why I don't tend to go for them.
Fair enough.
Maybe I'm biased or something, I don't know. Old dog, new tricks.
You sound just a little bit. You sound just a little bit biased.
Well, I've no idea what the current metas and stuff might be, so...
A lot of people don't. If I'm to be honest, a lot of people don't know what the current meta is because it's just so up in the air right now.
I mean, even recently, before all of the
shenanigans?
Yeah, that's a good word for it, shenanigans. But even then, I never bothered to learn the system and as it was changing, so...
okay.
You know? I don't know. To be honest, I was, the moment I was told in Drag Queen, it's like, Ooh, I've built this Deady Blade prototype and it goes so much faster than everything you're doing. It's like, I went, yep, there's Deady Blades. Why should I bother competing anymore? Yeah.
I think as you actually did fairly well in Drag Queens, if I remember right.
Yeah, I barely refined my prototype after that point though, because it's like, well, there's going to be a Deady Blade craft involved.
Oh yeah, and I do plan on doing it again next year, so.
Oh, it's an annual. Dama's annual.
I want to turn it into an annual thing. Yeah, the first one was a hell of a lot of fun just to watch and record. So, yeah, I'd love to do it again.
Might I suggest a format change then?
Yeah, that's a fair statement. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was like you did it elimination style is what I mean, and that didn't seem to work out too well overall.
How so?
Like it was unfair to some of the vehicles because it didn't go through all possible matchups.
I guess I could redo. Yeah, I could do it a little bit differently. Just it made no sense to me at the time because the race was about speed.
Yeah, but it's like because you were doing it at elimination style. That was that's what I'm getting at. Because then an unfavourable matchup would result in a craft being eliminated where it might have done well against any other craft involved. So that's what I was trying to say at the time as well, but I don't think I managed to convey it very well at the time.
Okay, I thought you were talking about how I recorded it or something.
No. Yeah, how you went about it, that's entirely up to you there. And it turned out pretty well, I think.
I'd like to think so.
Yeah, so format of competition. Maybe I should have said that first.
Okay.
Maybe I should just stop bending a bit here about stuff. Well, I'm being negative today, aren't I?
You're fine.
Actually, this isn't bad. We're still doing 25 odd meters per second. Admittedly, it's a far cry from 70 odd, but still.
Yeah.
At least it's quiet. Why am I being negative on that too?
I don't know.
I can't tell anymore.
You tell me.
I can't tell, that's why I'm asking.
Well, if I knew, I'd tell you, but I don't know.
Fair enough. I'll just shut up for the time being. If in doubt, don't say anything. Right. Okay, I have got replacement banks of jets installed fully. It's all repainted. So
okay.
That's all good back here. The crafters seem to be moving around in a fairly stable way, so there is
That's
that.
always good.
Definitely a lot more sluggish than it was before. Right, what do we want next? Laser systems, you said?
Yeah, I thought we could benefit from a LAM system.
Okay. Let there be lambs. How much power do we want to devote to this?
That's a good question.
Might as well build it beneath the castle. There is just enough space here between this and the lower deck, though I can always clean that out if I needed to, but I don't think I need to. Do we like having this open area above the steam engine? Because it does let us have a good look at it.
I think it's fine.
Okay, right. In that case, let's see, above that there is wooden floor, and then there's those broadside cannons you installed.
Yeah, those took a while to do.
We've basically turned the central area into a whole bunch of ammo storage and stuff, actually. So I'm not really sure where to put it. Because I don't want to build it in the middle floor, because then that's right underneath your cannons. So that's probably not a good idea. But then again, I can always hook multiple cores together in different spots. And just link them to a central system.
Okay.
That'd work.
I keep hoping Existence will come join us, but yeah.
No,
Guess
no
not
sign of him yet.
at the moment.
You know what? I think I'll work them in around the. Yeah, I'll work them in around the main gun battery silos.
Okay. Is it bad that I'm considering borrowing his guns?
No, not at all. Well, I can see you already borrowed one of mine in this particular video/stream.
Yeah. I mean, I might go back and tweak a few things on it, you know, just for my own purposes, but, you know, to each their own.
Well, yeah, I mean, you might not use the same shells, you might want it to function in different range, you might want to increase the punch of the individual shots. You know,
Exactly.
that's one of the things about this game, is customization.
Yep. Hey! Look who just popped up in the chat, Ian.
I know, he's being a sneaky one, but that's Ninja's job. Hello, Existence.
I know. How's Ninja when we need him?
Well, he didn't turn up yesterday, so I think he was busy.
Probably. But that's okay, we can forgive him for one offense.
Well, he's not been turning up for Left 4 7 Days to Die either. He's
Well,
already
not
on
yet.
release on his third offence. I don't know. Okay.
I think Clan Rogue has that game too. I could see if he wants to join us. He's a friend of mine from Brazil. He told me once, well, actually, how about I run this by you real quick? What do you think is Brazil's best export?
Not sure, actually.
He told me it was butts.
Okay.
Like, probably like Kim Kardashian kind of crap. You have no idea who I'm talking about.
No.
Just as well.
Okay, let's see. I'm thinking per laser. Just limited AP. Fair about focus just on punch. But yeah, I think this little core is going to work out fairly well for us.
Okay.
Probably
Just want to make sure I got enough room to build a barbette around it. It looks like I got enough, though.
Yeah, I made sure to leave some space.
Appreciate it.
Oh, I'm going to use a little bit of that barbette space, though, on the insides. Actually, okay. Let's get the pumps in here first. Okay, so this thing is going to be 2,400 per little core, which is worth 1,200 per second laser damage for these guys.
Existence says, not gonna lie, Brazilian girls are hot.
No, I'm not going to argue. Right, so yeah,
I'd
1,000.
say something, but I'm a happily married man, so.
Are you not allowed to appreciate the feminine appearance?
Not publicly.
Okay,
I just sooner play it safe.
that's fair. Okay, so no storage on these lasers means that they are going to have a few issues in terms of sustain.
But if you were doing a continuous lambs, though, they'd probably do all right, right?
To be fair, the cores are actually pretty small.
Huh.
And there's only 4 of these, so that's 800, 2,400, 4,800. About 9,600 horsepower, which goes at 4,800 actual laser damage output. Though there is the AMS, does get a multiplier. Which I'm not sure what that is these days, if I'm honest.
A multiplier for what now?
Damage output from an AMS node. There is a modifier on that.
I'll take your word for it.
Well, there used to be a penalty and they took that away, so... I've heard some... There is some hearsay that there is an increase in damage or something. But, I don't know.
Well, that's why they call it hearsay.
I cannot substantiate these claims. So that is why I am not sure.
I did not have sex with that woman.
Whatever you say, Mr. Present. Okay, let's grab that. And then that will be... I'll install that in the other turret bays as well. Oh, you've already installed barbettes over here.
Yep. If you need to make room, you can just tear it out.
And once again, mirror mode strikes.
Mirror mode strikes.
Why is it that mirror mode only seems to work wonky for me when I'm trying to place a prefab?
Actually, from what I understand, it's working as intended.
So it's meant to place the prefab on the opposite side of the mirror and not where you're working?
Well, think of it this way. You do the prefab on the original side first, then you put on your mirror line, and then you go and do the other one. You do them one at a time, not both at the same time. It would make more sense for them to both be doing at the same time, but...
Yeah, but I'm just wondering why it places on the opposite side when I click on one side. You know? It doesn't seem that
because
intuitive.
it's mirroring it on the other side?
Yeah, but it doesn't place where I click it to. That's the thing. If I've got mirror mode on and I click it somewhere, it builds it on the other side first.
No, I understand what you're saying. But what I'm trying to say, it's working as intended, and I don't agree with the intention, but I'm saying that's how it's intended to work.
Oh, I follow. I get what you're saying.
I would hope so.
I think. Okay, let's get these lasers hooked up to a central core then, because we need that. Oh, there are all these ammo processing things in here.
You put ion thrusters on the bottom of this?
Yeah, that was to help with lift because the craft was getting so much heavier.
Okay. I thought the jet thrusters work better in atmosphere. I guess
They
you just
do,
wanted to use
but,
those because they worked underwater?
Yeah, that's why they are down there, just because...
Fair enough.
Because we massively increased the weight last time. And so
yeah,
I
we're
installed
still
those.
massively increasing the weight.
Yeah, we're just continuing to bolt more stuff into this, so...
More or less, yeah.
But yeah, it was, last time it got to the point where it was like sitting in the water, like even by just a meter, so I stripped out, I installed that bank of ion thrusters at the bottom, just so that if it does dip into the water, it's still got that option to help out as well, without expanding the size of the blades on the sides of it.
Okie doke.
And that was enough to get it airborne again. And then I put some armour along it as well, so it's got the massive banks of ion thrusters. Oh, Geo's here.
Hello, Geo. How are you today? How do I want to do this part, I wonder?
Okay, those are actually all connected to it, so that just leaves getting actual AMS systems installed.
I have to say though, Existence's craft here has kind of inspired me. I kind of want to do a pre-Dreadnought build for my campaign. I'm thinking something with crams. I haven't really done any cram vehicles yet. And is that gonna have to move? Nah, I can make that work.
Mission warner, wireless and the AI connection port. And we just need some AMS nodes. Okay.
I think I want to move one of the ammo customizers down here.
Which ones?
The one for the casemate guns that we put on the top.
Okay. That will mean resetting all the casemate guns.
I can live with that.
Fair enough. You're the one that's just volunteered, so okay.
It's just where it's at right now is not a very good spot.
Well, you volunteered, so I would say that is not an issue I'm unhappy with, so that's fine.
Nothing.
What is it?
There we go. Nothing. Mirror line stuff.
Wait,
Unintentional mirror line stuff.
Geo doesn't want to be here?
Well, no one asked him to come.
No, I'm just slightly confused.
Nah, he's just being a drama queen again, I think.
Alright. Okay, got some AMS nodes up in the nose of the craft.
Let's see.
Okay. Now I just need to get some up near the aft clusters as well.
I don't know, is someone talking Existence?
What?
Oh, Existence is being a smartass in chat.
What am I missing? Oh, I get it. I feel like I'm being either really off or really slow today, I'm not sure which. It's actually getting kind of irritating though.
What?
Thanks.
What's getting irritating?
Either I'm really off or I'm being really slow, and I don't know which it is. But I was considering saying I didn't want to do this today, but I wound up going.
I would have been fine with that.
No, I decided
I
to
don't
come
want
out
you to
from
feel
my
like you're
cave.
obligated or anything. I mean,
But if I don't come, you hit me.
not hard. Enough.
Right. Exactly. And that's why I turned off end of the day. Just so I don't get hit. That and it's generally okay chilling out with you, so yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell I hit you with. I mean, I don't think my arm could stretch that far.
No, you find your ways.
Well, I was able to find the address for Brilliant Skies once. Wasn't that hard, actually. Google's an amazing thing, by the way. I think on one Discord I like, yeah, on, I think it was Darkhouse Discord, I put a link to their address and then a link to a, well, it was completely unrelated, but it was a link to this website that sold, like, gummy penises. And you send them anonymously. Yeah, totally unrelated.
I remember you mentioning that, yeah.
Yeah.
Completely unrelated, of course.
Completely unrelated.
Oh, well.
Let's see here. How do I want to do a superstructure here?
Okay, so I've got 3 pairs of AMS lasers on the sides. One near the nose, one with the aft, one in the middle, which I'm just currently setting up now.
Okay.
I've got upper deck mounted ones, fore and aft. How many more do you think we need?
I don't know if the ones at the midsection there have very good
No, but I
coverage.
was going to mount some a bit higher up as well.
Okay. Well, then in that case, they're probably okay. We do need a superstructure to mount them on, so good thing I started working on that, right?
Well, it's all unified, so we can just extend the transceivers to wherever we need it. But craft this big, we need the transceivers. Luckily, I built all the transceivers to be 2 ways, so yeah, no one-way links involved in this case. If it gets damaged, it should still be able to link to the anti-missile lasers.
That's good to know.
They also seem to have resolved some of the placing of transceiver blocks, so we have to actually connect them directly now. Seeing as that used to be a thing. Let's see, what do these primary cannons actually use?
I think he's got the shell customizers on the cannons themselves.
Okay, let's have a look. Yes, he does. He is using low velocity shells.
He's using what?
He never built this thing for after the changes, did he? If I recall.
Probably not. Were you wanting to do something different with the shells then?
No, I just wanted to see what it was before I tried to build something to attach to the underside an eventual mount. So,
Oh, okay.
because since we've used up a lot of the internal space in the middle, I didn't want to just like copy the existing turret and just try turning it upside down. That might cause a few space issues.
Okay.
So I was pondering maybe just some mounted flush to the underside of the craft. I wanted something comparable shell-wise. Emergency ejection diffusers, visible tracers, quad gunpowder rounds, HE frag. That's odd.
What's that?
For some reason the HE frags, it goes frag, HE frag. I just found that a little unusual. Though it is a hollow point, so it's detonation on impact.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's work something out. Are these 400mm guns, by the way? No, the 305s. Okay, 305s. The main battery of 305s.
Why does that sound familiar? 305. It's like it sounds like a heavy cruiser round or maybe early battleship. Yeah, this is an early battleship. Never mind.
Yeah, yes, it is an early battleship. Took with 4. Someone's in it.
I'm just humming along to my stream music.
Fair enough. I'm going to commit sacrilege and drop it to a 300mm.
Okay. I don't know whose laws you're committing sacrilege against, but okay.
Against the spirit of Existence's vessel.
The Daka gods?
No, Existence's vessel. In fact,
okay.
the Daka gods will be pleased considering I'm making slightly more efficient use based on the shell, like the shell loader I'm planning to use. So, yeah.
Existence thinks our chat's haunted because he thought he heard a voice and it went away.
Ooh, spooky.
Yes. A little bit late in the year for that existence, but glad you're keeping an eye on things.
HE frag. Okay, right.
Let's see here. Decorations. We'll do some stairs. There we go. We'll put some Daka flingers up here. Let's see here. Simple weapons. Yes.
Does 14 fragments at 1,800 per fragment plus 1,400 explosive in a 9-meter radius sound okay to you?
That sounds kinky enough, yeah.
Alright, that is actually a slightly weaker shell than the main guns, but it's going to be a much smaller turret system, so I guess that's okay. I just need to figure out how to mount the darn thing. Okay. He's using treble barrel systems. How much room do I have to work with? Well, there's a lot of metal in here.
Dama loves his metal.
Let's see. Okay, these are we have this as well.
Hauling heavy metal.
Grab the turret cap. How big is the base on they're a 3-meter base, aren't they?
I thought they were a 3 or a 5. I couldn't tell.
Okay, right. Let's go working on a deck conversion. Turrets, I will build a 3-meter base.
Just it says, if I know correctly, heavy cruiser designed using like 2 or 3 millimeter and World War II times 3 or 5 was the usual caliber for the super dreadnoughts. That's like, what, about a 12-inch gun?
Beats me. Probably.
Let me do some conversion here. 12-inch gun is 304.8 millimeters. So yeah, 305. That's a 12-inch gun, more or less. Is that my voice I hear?
Oh, sorry. Well, I am listening to the stream as well. So.
Oh, okay. I thought I was going nuts there for a moment. I mean, clearly I am nuts, but I just want to make sure I was going more so.
Let's see, he's got individual elevation control for his weapon systems, just in case. And I'm going to strip out the underside pieces, so that'll do. Just going to make it flat. Okay, right. Now, how am I going to do this?
Speaking of dreadnoughts, Ian, have you looked at Ultimate Admiral dreadnoughts?
I've heard of it. I've seen some videos on it, but not. I'm not.
I'm very tempted to give it a try. It actually looks pretty interesting. I mean, it's got a lot of complexity to it, like from the depths, but it's more about giving parameters to build from than actually
yeah, I know
building
what
the
you
ship
mean, yeah.
itself.
Yeah,
Am I
and
making sense?
there is ship customization, but
I mean, it's not as sophisticated as From the Depths, but I thought it was an interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it was mentioned to me by someone else, I forget who, about as maybe something I could potentially be interested in because it's related to From the Depths. But,
I don't know if I'd say it's related, but
well, it's in some ways, I think is probably a fair way to put it.
fair enough.
It's about building ships. That's similar enough, right?
It's about building big mean deck-a-thinger.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, this is meant to be the hollow point. Okay, to test fire this thing I need to be underneath it. No, actually I don't need to test fire, so that gives me all the numbers. Okay, so the main guns do 8.9 RPM.
Justin says you can design like a Yamato class battleship. I've actually seen some people do this, and it looked amazing. Actually, the way he ended up building it kind of reminded me of a Tillman battleship, if I'm to be honest, but yeah.
Actually, this is getting awkward because of the fact it's a treble gun turret. Ah. there's some compromising I'm having to do with the design of it. Actually, no. I think I can see how I can make this work. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're fine.
Go ahead, Tillman battleship. You said?
Yes. Are you familiar with the concept?
No.
Basically, there was a senator by the name of Tillman, and he got sick of the Navy asking for more and more money for bigger and bigger battleships. So he went to a designer and said, "Listen, I'm getting sick of these guys asking for money for new ships all the time. Why don't we just like build the biggest freaking ship possible? And I want to see how much it costs."
How'd that work out for him?
They designed some pretty crazy monsters out there. You might want to check the Wikipedia article. It's pretty interesting, actually. Wish they had armored glass in this game.
Water limit 5.3. I'm sorry, existence. I'm gonna have to deviate from your turret design.
You'll live.
It's all in the name of Dakar. So.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here.
Increase the fire rate by half again. That gets it up to 8 RPM on the new turret.
Actually, that looks way too close to the door.
That versus 9.7 on the existing. 8 RPM, it could actually cool down in a 14.5, it just doesn't have enough ammo systems.
Do we need to expand the ammo storage, is what you're saying?
No. As in stuff mounted on the actual turret itself.
Oh. Okay.
Well, have you seen what I'm doing on the back of the ship?
Not lately, no. Should I?
Should you be scared? Probably. Actually, no, I'm going to turn this on its side. Let's do that.
Not a whole lot left that scares me, Ion.
And I am not one of those things. I am quite insulted now.
No, you're not a clown.
So as far as you know. Also depends on your definition of clown.
So what is this going on with the back of the ship I need to be concerned about?
It's on the upper deck.
You did an upper decker? Oh! Okay.
I told you I was working on something.
So you're just completely redoing the... Interesting, okay.
Are you going to complete that thought?
Nah.
Okay, I'm not completely redoing. I've copied the cap off one of the existing turrets, and I'm building a conversion using a toned down shell.
Okay, I think I see where you're going with this. But...
Yes, this is actually meant to be like flat deck mounted. It's just I'm trying to get the Tetris work together in a way that's suitable for it. I'm running into problems just because of the...
By the way, Existence, I like what you did with the matlet covers. It looks like you used probably... I'm assuming that's lead? Mimics?
Looks like the mimics are messed up on your side. They did copy properly for me, but that's multiplayer again.
I can live with it.
I really want to drop it down to like a 2-barrel turret. Then I'd actually be able to fit everything together properly, I think. But then that would be going away from the aesthetic of the existing guns, so... I don't know. Okay, turning on its side isn't working, so I'm going to have to redo that again. Because I can't separate the autoloaders properly if they're the side cannons are literally on their sides. So I'm going to have to tunnel out into the exterior armor plating. Hooray!
So, Ian, you ever wonder why how the bridge got its name?
No, actually. Tell me.
Well, back in the day when they ran ships on steam paddle wheels, you would have a paddle wheel on the left and a paddle wheel on the right. And then you had a bridge where they merged together, and that's where you had the wheelhouse.
Oh, so a bridge between the two systems.
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes
I
sense.
thought you'd find that interesting.
Yeah, actually. Thank you.
Okay, keep telling people Google is a wonderful thing.
Beware Google. Sorry, all hail Google. Yes, that's what I was.
Google the Google.
Google, can you tell what Google's plans for Google is?
That's a terrifying question to answer.
It would. Yeah, it's became self-aware too long ago. It's not going to answer that.
Nope, next thing you know, it's going to turn us all into slave in its cyborg factories, and then once it gets enough cyborgs, it's just going to kill us all off. And
didn't it already do that a few months ago? Or something?
the cyborgs? I don't know.
No, I mean, Apple's trying to catch up with its eyeglasses and stuff, or it was.
Oh, yeah. I heard that was like a huge flop, the Google glasses.
It was. It had issues.
Hmm.
Okay, I think I've got the weapon systems separated this time. 8, 10, 5. No, that's not separated properly. Okay.
Now, where? No, spin lock control. That'll do. And let's see here. What? Fire control computer. Yeah, I'll just stick that over here.
Google will Google you if you keep Googling Google. Thank you for the warning existence.
That just sounds kinky right there. Huh.
It's all to
Here
do
we
with
go,
how
just
Google's become a verb.
I know, right? That is one thing I've often wondered, Ian. How do the British feel about us Americans constantly wrecking your language?
Flipping American turncoats.
I know, right? Bunch of douchebags.
Yeah, you are. I don't know.
And then we elected one.
We've done that too, then.
All this populist nonsense drives me crazy. Ugh. I think this is a pretty decent looking bridge here.
I think it's just like everyone's getting fed up with a lot of stuff and it's just like keeps boiling over. I think that's what's going on at least.
I don't know. I was pretty content myself, but whatever. I mean, I could still get a job and all that good stuff.
Useful thing.
Hmm? I wish there's a way you could swing these telescopes around, but not really. Let's see here. Decorations. Nah.
cracked it. Have I finally got it right?
I don't know, you tell me.
Checking now, I'm connecting the final pieces. Okay, what is the settings on that? It is...
Do you plan on replacing the cannons like entirely with those, or what?
No.
Okay.
It's not working out. I really want to change the number of barrels. The problem is I'm trying to get autoloaders next to autoloaders, and because of how they connect together, that's making the guns just merge systems. So.
Yeah. I could see how that'd be a problem.
Oh well, maybe I'm just gonna have to pare down the weapon system and try and do it that way. This is one of the drawbacks of Tetris. It can be a massive problem.
Yep. I think I need some kind of a tower.
Do you think Existence will hate me too much if I convert this into a double?
Why don't you ask him?
Existence! Can I make 2-barrel turrets for your ship, please? Pretty please?
Just be aware there is a bit of a delay in the chat.
I know. I know. I'm just running into issues being caused by the fact I'm trying to build a deck gun. Because of how the pieces just want to merge together and share the systems in ways I don't want them to. It's a bit of a pain, honestly. If I eliminated the third cannon in the middle, then turning it into a two-barrel system would be a lot easier.
I think if you offset one of them to where the
no, that's not working. That's what I was trying to do.
That doesn't work? Okay.
No, it's I was offsetting. I was inverting them. I was trying to mess around with it, and it was just cross-contaminating all over the place. So it just wasn't working.
Make it sound so gross.
Well, it's doing exactly what we don't want it to do. So, but yeah, it was literally the loaders from one system were contaminating the other.
As long as you keep the turret gun house's shape, it's fine. That's what Existence is saying currently.
That's just it, though. I won't. I'll keep the overall shape, but there will be only 2 barrels, not 3.
I think that he'd probably be cool with that. That sounds vaguely what he was explaining there.
No, gun housing. But yeah, the overall housing shape is going to be about close match to the main ones.
Kind of making a little bit of a crow's nest up here.
Now the advantage of this system, if I get it working, is that we can slap it wherever we've got a flat deck space, so...
Ooh, yeah, I see where you're going with this.
Yeah, that's why I was building it flat, because we can just bolt it straight onto the bottom of the ship. And it would work. And I think it's actually going to be fired faster than the existing turrets as well. The shells aren't quite as powerful, but yeah.
Details.
It's going to do well. It would have done comparable damage overall until I decided that I need to strip it out one of the cannon barrels. So Existence hasn't elaborated, so I'm guessing that he's okay with me stripping out one of the cannons. Central cannon, you are gone. Bye bye.
Uh-oh. Oh, nothing, just something on my end I screwed up. did you happen to get a look at the high altitude strategic bomber I made?
I didn't actually know. Which altitude bomber are we talking about?
I called it the Hammer High. I can. Let's hear one sec here. I dumped a picture of it. I think it was in Show Us Your Boats.
Show us your boats. Show us your boats. Show us your boats. Where is that?
I'll just DM it to you.
I found. Oh, DM. Ooh. Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the flying block of blue cheese.
Goes to an altitude of 2,500 meters and just bombs the ever-living crap out of everything with fragmentation bombs.
Ouch.
Yeah, think of someone in orbit throwing huge canisters of razor-sharp pieces of metal at you, and with enough accuracy to hit you in the face.
Very focused description there. Jeez.
Oh yeah, it'll lay some hurt.
I would rather not be on the receiving end on that, if I am entirely honest.
Wise decision.
Okay, that's just like that. Okay, what have we got now? We have got these two barrels. They are now matching the existing 3-barrel cannons in fire rate. Okay. I can increase that though. We have the extra cooling capacity, so I can get more fire rate out of these things. Where are we at? We are at 9.7. More. Need more.
Need more!
We have
More
space,
Daka!
we need more.
More Daka!
This is the advantage of I really think like in a limited space a single system is better than multiple systems. What are we at now? We are at 12.4 RPM. Yes. I'm going to bulge out the top of the turret ever so slightly, but that I think is a worthy compromise. It's going to overall still maintain the appearance that Existence wants though, so.
Okay. Existence, quick question for you. Was it the Ottoman Turks the first ones to use cannons in warfare? I think they were. Stop me if I'm wrong, but... I think they had like some big-ass cannon that they were using in the Battle of Constantinople or some crap like that.
Okay, what's that at? That is 15 RPM. That's almost double. Yep, I think that'll work. Now we just need to pack in some recoil assistance to stabilize the things. I have some space I can use for that. Almost enough. 4 meters should fit. A couple of 4 meters do fit. We have sufficient recoil stabilization. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, that's about right. So it's about time to start buttoning this thing up, though of course we need to specify it as well.
That's where Azul sends me a picture. He says wrong chat. Razul sent me a picture of something, and it turns out it was the wrong chat.
Ah. Oh, that's a shame.
Oh well. Ministry score screen. Okay, that's what he was sending me.
I think he was sending that to me.
Very well could have been. Let's see here. No. Yeah, we'll do a decoration. I think I want to do doors. The gun in the siege of Constantinople was called the Sahi gun. Pardon me if I'm butchering the pronunciation of it there. It was a specialized gun designed to break large walls of that city. But I don't think we implemented the usage of guns to warfare. Probably not. That was probably more so the Chinese. I was talking more like cannons, not like handheld weapons, though. So yeah, I probably should have explained that a little bit better. My mistake. One of the things that I've really enjoyed doing about this YouTube stuff is all the history I get to learn from other people.
Yeah, it's surprising what people know sometimes, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's pretty awesome actually. I was just kind of curious how much Existence knew of his own history, because he's from Turkey after all. Seems like he's pretty knowledgeable of that too. Kudos for that. Yeah, I'll stick with this. Yeah. Ion, any thoughts on the tower?
1 second, please. Just buttoning this thing up.
Thought at some point maybe you could put some lambs nodes in it somewhere.
Oh yeah, for
Got
sure.
a bit of detection.
Okay, we just need the $4 plate. Yeah, just installing $4 plates and then I'll be right there.
Okay, no rush. I think up here I want to put...
There we go. Yep, if you want to show on stream, please, what has happened at the back there and see what Existence thinks of the new deck gun. I'll have a look at your... Oh, I see a cross. Plenty of missile detection. Some good...
That's looking very nice.
I wound up bulging it upwards and towards the back because I expanded the ammo system in it.
Oh, okay.
But that is what gives it its rate of fire.
I just know that from what I've seen of dreadnoughts, they usually have like a very spindly looking kind of tower on top of them, so that's kind of what I was going for.
Yeah, to get things mounted up high.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you've managed to do that one, I think. There's even a central point where I could bring through the laser as well.
Yep, that's the way I planned it. Matter of fact, I can start putting that together right now. Resources. No. We need energy weapons.
What? We need energy weapons?
I was talking to myself about what category I needed to look into. Find the lamp stuff, so.
Oh, you're putting one up there?
Do you not approve of the location, or?
No, I'm fine with that. I was just wondering if I was pondering extending it out in the side bits, but yeah, bolt it wherever you like. I'll get the connection in downstairs.
I think it's going to have pretty good coverage, if I'm to be honest.
Oh yeah.
I put some on the bottom as well. I don't know if you saw that just yet.
No, not yet. I've gone below to grab
Okay.
the actual laser system.
How do I want to do this? Existence, would you be okay with us putting this on the workshop at some point? I mean, we would give you credit for making the haul and all, of course, but I just wanted to get your okay on it. Just it says, if you have time, there is a 2-part Turkish movie called Feith 1453. It shows the siege its best. I don't know if it has an English sub or dub, but I totally suggest it. Okay. I'm probably butchered the pronunciation of it, though, I'm sure.
I do that kind of thing all the time.
I try to get it right as best I can, just out of respect for the person.
I know. I mean, sometimes it's like it's a language barrier thing.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I try that, sometimes I just get it wrong anyway. But that doesn't stop me from trying. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mean to I get it wrong on purpose. It's just how it tends to work out.
My psychiatrist name, he's like from India, so his is like crazy hard for me to pronounce. Super nice guy, though.
Okay, you should have there is now an active connection up the tower.
Awesome. Actually, I think I might steal this tower for the Dreadnought design that I was talking about earlier in the stream.
You're stealing everything today, aren't you?
Well, I'm technically not stealing it because I'm the one who built it after all, so.
I am somewhat worried because Existence hasn't given any. If he's hasn't given it the stamp of approval. Existence's stamp of approval has not yet been granted. It makes me nervous.
He says it's okay for him, yes.
Yay! Thank you. The silence is the worst, if I'm honest.
Well, you gotta remember there is the delay, so.
I know, but
I'm sure that might be hampering efforts.
it's been quite a while though since you showed it on the stream.
Showed one on the stream.
Are you doing that on purpose?
No. What are we talking about showing on the stream? Oh, okay, that means Conquest.
The turret.
The turret, yeah. We just looked at it.
Yeah, and oh, forget it.
Okay. Sorry.
No. That literally was like 5 or 10 minutes ago when you showed it on the stream, but he hadn't said anything about it yet. So that's why I asked.
Okay.
Okay, this was a
See.
wrong file name, I think. Okay. I did integrate a local weapon controller onto it. I should actually check the weapon ranges on the existing turrets because it's comparable. Existence's turret controls are set to unlimited. Oh wait, it's because we actually installed those. Never mind.
Wonder how this would look. Never mind, it won't fit there anyway. Damn.
Why, what's wrong?
Oh, I was thinking of putting some anti-aircraft guns up here on the superstructure, but yeah, never mind. Nothing to worry about.
Okay. Is it okay that I am now more worried?
About what?
Whatever it is you told me not to be worried about?
I was saying I didn't have enough room to put in some anti-aircraft guns, and that's the only thing I was worried about.
Well, if you want anti-aircraft, how about that 150? Actually.
We could actually slap that on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a
I think I got a
compact
spot to put it.
Yeah. Well, just load in the fortress and nick a copy of the gun. Or unless you saved a copy of the gun directly. But
I did.
We need to rebuild the fortress.
Well, I didn't save a copy of the gun, but
yeah, you got the fortress
directly. Though. Yeah, I got the fortress. Yeah, I was thinking it could probably like go on the back of the superstructure.
Do we want 2 or 4 underside turrets?
How many do you think you could squeeze in there?
Up to 6. Yeah, I think up to 6. If I'm honest.
That's a lot.
That's
let's
about...
do 4. See how it looks. 4 for now, I'm thinking.
About here. I need to get a superstructure built for them though, that's the problem. How far out does this stuff go? Seven. 8.
How big of a turret neck does that thing need?
8. It's a 3x3 neck.
I thought so.
3x3 neck, 2 meters deep. Oh wait, no. The rear of the craft can't fit as many. Actually, I might be able to fit a second one in there. 1, that's where it's going to be. That's the outer edge.
Okay, I'm bringing in that platform.
I'd have lost count, thank you. Well, you
Sorry.
Did warn me. No, you did warn me, it's fine. It's because it lagged when you loaded it, so that's all it was.
Okay, let's see here. Sub-object. Let's see here. The name Padish that was in charge of the siege was Meheb the second. After the siege got renamed to Mehed the Conqueror. Okay. Mehmed? I'm probably butchering that. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I think that fits. Does that look alright to you?
Let me place this turret and I'll let you know. Actually, yeah, that could totally work.
I think that's enough turning space back there, so all it needs is actually getting the base of it built. So.
Nice. Let's see here. There we go. And I think I'm going to make the walls a little bit thicker.
Yeah, I'm just building the walls of the extensions down here 2 meters metal, since that's basically what we've got on most of the craft.
Okay. I'm just talking about putting some thicker walls around your turret up here because it's only got like 1 layer alloy around it, so...
My turret up here?
Yeah, I put it on top of the
I don't have a turret up there.
the superstructure.
Oh, wait, you mean the 150?
Yeah, the 150 mil.
What shells are you going to put into that thing, or did you copy the shell system too?
I didn't copy the shell system just yet.
Okay. Because I just kind of I put together those shells since it's hollow point detonation, so I figured to swap the payload out quite easily on it. You know?
That works.
Well, it's useful because they're all the same velocity as well, since they're all hollow point shells.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I want to do it this way, but I can't see any other way to do it.
What are you doing?
Putting the local weapon controller right underneath your turret. I usually don't like to do that.
Well, you can put it 1 meter below. This has got 2 meter reach.
Yeah, but if I do that, I compromise the armor for the
The armor will still be better.
the casemate turrets.
Oh, okay. Sounds like you don't quite have any easy options where you're putting it then.
Not really, no. So that's why I'm going with this. Actually, I think I might set this up for a C-Wiz. What do you think of that?
What, take the base to it and modify it to your own needs?
Well, I'm gonna make it the C-Wiz for the build.
Oh, sure. Give it a shot. See how it works out.
Yeah.
I mean, the 150 isn't going to be the most spectacular in terms of AoE damage, but it's fast firing. And we did mention this right back at the start. Just
has
slap
to be
a laser
fast firing.
target on it,
Yeah.
and it fires steady as well. Or you could just modify it for cluster shot instead.
Cluster shot. Oh yeah. I get
Because
you.
it's got 3 barrels, so you can fire 3 shells at once. Though depends on what you would find more useful.
Let's see. Advanced cannon, laser targeter. There we go. I mean, it'll probably need some work to figure out how to get it to where we want it, but it's there.
Well, it depends if you want to change the powder charge on it. If the shell, if you're not going to change the actually the settings are going to change because you're going to include a fuse, aren't they?
I'll get it to work.
If anything, the rate of fire will increase slightly. So I think I was very careful in how I balanced the cooling on it. But yeah, the autoloaders will work a little bit faster if you replace one of the pieces with a fuse.
Okay.
Or it'll slow down the rate of fire slightly if you just replace a gunpowder piece with a fuse. Yeah, it'll go slightly either way, but as long as you don't... it depends what you replace at the end of the day. Which is useful, I know, but...
Alright then.
Sorry, I was trying to work it out. It's like...
You're fine. Need a blackhead. Lower this down to 150 mil. That's... yeah.
Are you going to go flak head plus flak body, or...
I don't know yet. I'm trying to see how many modules I have to work with first.
Well, you could go flak head plus flak body plus fuse, or you could go flak head plus fuse. And both those would have roughly the same performance to the current system. It's just one of them is twice as powerful on the flak, so. Sorry, I didn't mean to complicate it.
You're fine. I'm just thinking if I'm trying to see if I can fit more modules into this. I think I can't. Where's the flak head on this? Flak head.
Yeah, I don't think you can fit any more module space into the 1 meter loaders without dropping the gauge on it.
I'm not going to. I'm doing something different entirely. I'm putting in a timed fuse. That's going to make the shell a little shorter, and then I'm going to put in a base bleeder, and that's going to make it even more shorter.
Okay, so...
And that's still too big. Son of a bitch. I need like another 100 millimeter for that to work.
Well, the problem is that the base bleeder is increasing the... No, wait, I'm thinking about it purely from RPM perspective, so it's like...
Oh, right now I'm just trying to make up something that'll fit in this pretty good and maximize speed and such.
Well, a lot of the massive factor is just the cooling and the amount of gunpowder you put into it. So I think that's what's giving you some changing effects on it.
I think this will work. It's 950 millimeter shell in length. Expected flak damage 383, flak radius 18 meters, muzzle velocity of 567. I think this will work.
Yeah, give it a shot. Move it forward. Okay. Object, bring in the turrets.
And voila, we have a Seaways.
And voila, we have ventral mounted turrets.
Very nice.
In exactly the same moment, pretty much. It actually does quite a bit to change the appearance of the craft having those extra turrets mounted on the other side.
I would imagine so. I haven't had a chance to look yet, but I'll come check it out. Yes. Do we want to change the color of the turrets, though, I wonder?
No, I kept them deliberately the same colour as the ones up top. It's just red because we've also got the naval colour scheming going on still as well.
That's true.
So that's why I painted the mountings for the inner ones red. I'm just installing some firing constraints at the moment to make sure they don't have problems.
Do we want to worry about shielding at all?
Then we get back to the existing argument of how complete is complete.
That's why I'm asking.
Because if we wanted to complete this thing, we would also increase the armor, I think.
Yeah. That's a fair point.
Considering most of this is like 1 to 2 meter metal at this point.
Existence, what would you consider complete, sir?
Or we could just include a flipping shield ring.
I remember Dell from Dell's Gaming was messing with those. I don't know if you watch his stuff, but brilliant builder.
Can't say it rings a bell.
You can check out his YouTube, Dell's Gaming. Let's see here. Decoration, spotlight. Put that right there. And I think I want some railing. Then I want a 3, 2 1s here.
Okay, I think that'll do it. Right, I've got constraints set so these turrets won't blast each other off the underside of the ship. So that's progress, I think. Yeah, so they should be functional.
Very good.
Okay, let's come and have a look at what you've done to my glorious 150mm. Okay, you've got a... Where have you put the shell customizer?
It's in there.
Is it in the turret?
No, it's in the
Yeah,
yeah.
found it.
If it looks good and functions like it's intended to, it's finished, Existence says.
Fair enough. But, well, considering the original quest was make it an airship, that was a bit loose.
Just a wee bit.
Let's see, I'm increasing the limited fire rate because the new shell is faster firing than the old one. Old ones. By a little bit.
Geo's back.
Did you install a laser targeter? Also, welcome back, Geo.
Yes, I did install a laser targeter. It is in the mantle. Or the manlet, or whatever the heck it's called. I can find. Do you approve?
Yep, seems to be functioning pretty well.
Yeah.
Did you what was it? Yeah, you put it in.
I haven't set any offset for the timer on it though, so that would probably have to be tested out and set correctly.
You put a laser thing, so it's going to auto adjust it. Don't know if it needs an offset or not. Did you install these side guns on? Yeah, actually, you built this entire castle. So yeah, you did install those. Silly question. Silly question.
Dama knows the shit. Don't worry about Dama.
No, I just forgot for a moment that it was not part of the original construction. Don't know why, but I was just wondering because it was like it was not matching the paint job, so that's why I was thinking, is that meant to be there?
I haven't built any turret caps, so you could take that up with Ion.
Why? What's going on?
Geo's just being Geo.
Oh wait, this area's not painted at all, is it?
No, none of it's been painted up top, no. Why? Is there a problem?
There is no problem, comrade.
Yeah, that makes it look impressive enough. That'll do.
Nah, I just thought it was painted because it was all white, and it's like, I forgot that you were making it out of alloy, so it's like, yeah. Okay, what's Geo
I
saying?
usually do my superstructure with alloy because just severe comments about that turret cap.
Well, I don't know where you were looking at on the stream at the time, so.
This is like, oh no, I'm hearing things again.
Of course. Yeah, so this is the problem with looking at a comment. Geo hasn't said at all which turret cap he's on about. Like, were you looking at the one of 150? Were you looking at one of the 300s down below?
Who knows?
Yeah, if you're gonna say something like that, then I do wish you'd specify a little bit.
I know, that's the least he could do. I mean, come on.
Oh, he says, but yeah, he's watching your stream, so he has to be in. So it'll have to be in your chat.
Okay, I don't care.
I do not understand what he's trying to get at here about it. Yeah, I mean, Dama's the one streaming this, so.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I think I could live with that. Yeah.
What?
I'm just trying to work on the aesthetics that with this ERA stuff. I kind of want to make it look almost like a sandbag.
Yeah, I saw you were doing
I think that works. I think that works.
Yeah, it does help protect the guns a little bit. I'm just applying paint around it, as you probably spotted.
Yeah, it looks great. I like that shade.
It's it's the shade that's No, wait, is that? Am I using the wrong flipping colour? I don't think I am. No, I'm not.
Are you using
okay.
color 2 from the?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
So yeah,
I can help with that.
That is the upper colour that was being used. Yeah. I accidentally painted a couple of windows though, so I'm going to remove the paint from them.
Okay.
There we go. Okay. The one on the superstructure. Okay, yeah. So he was talking about the 150.
Yeah, that's not mine at all.
Though and then he goes on to say, and probably the other ones too.
Those are all made by Existence, so yeah.
Well, technically I modified the ones in the ventral mounts to actually fit the cannon mechanisms. But I think Geo just doesn't like my turrets much.
Geo doesn't like much of anything, if I'm to be honest. Let's see here.
Oh, bit of lag there.
Yeah. It'll do that sometimes.
Yep, totally. There you go, I have given the turrets the same paint job. Oh, GSA's no, just all the turrets. So that's you've not built a turret cap on this ship, have you, Dama? Actually.
Not a single one.
Yeah, so it's all the turrets made by me in existence. Don't know if that's going to change his opinion any at all, but
Nah.
yeah, probably not. Continuing to apply paint here, there, and everywhere.
Yep. Though we will need to do some combat testing, of course.
Of course. Of course we need the combat testing.
Does this thing have repair bots?
No.
Because that could be important for combat testing.
Will it count as complete without repair bots?
Again, that's up to existence, and he said as long as it functions as intended.
Well, it is intended to sit around and shoot things. I think it functions as intended.
I'm kind of curious to see who the next build is going to be for. I believe Heitzmeister left one in there.
Well, it's something like that you kind of want to announce at the end, don't you? So
yeah, maybe I'll go look at it here in a moment.
Yeah, so we should probably find that out.
After I get some of the superstructure paint, I'll go check on that. I'm just of the mindset if I don't find a good stopping point, then I'll forget where I left off. I think we hit something on.
Yeah, we collided with the fortress. What's the fortress doing this high up? Oh wait, no, you spawned it there. Yeah, we knocked off the 250.
Yep.
Oh, the pressure's 250. It exploded.
Yeah, but it was fun.
Well, we didn't even know it was happening until it went boom, so... There we go, I think that's actually all of the superstructure painted.
Not quite. The casemates down below, those still need a spot of paint on them.
Casemates?
The lower part of the casemates, and the parts in between.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Existence is like blah blah blah, anime titties, blah blah blah. I'm glad Existence is enjoying the stream at least. This is his boat after all.
And it's turned into something. I think we
Yep.
hit the... Ah!
We hit it again, didn't we?
Rammed it head on, actually.
Yeah, that was an unintended capability of this thing, I suppose.
It's not meant to do that, but yeah, it just killed the fortress. I mean, Literally, it killed it so hard it's actually removed the blueprint because its class is officially dead.
Nice. It's like, I give no fucks about this. Bam!
Oh, I don't know.
Let's see here. Are these painted? These thrusters? Yes. Let's see. I want metal plate. Metal plate. I want to see if I can do something interesting with these. Kind of, sort of, but not really.
What?
I was just trying to give these jet thrusters on the sides just a little bit more detail. Make them look pretty like.
You can try.
Using some of the plate pieces to make it look nice.
Oh, I get you. Okay.
Anyway, I'm gonna go to the Discord to see what. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. General. Nope. Random. No. Name. Let's see here. Actually, Geo's would be up next. Geotech Overwolf Blueprint.
Geotech Overwolf? What is it?
I don't know. Why don't you tell us, Geo? What is it?
What is the Geotech? I'm guessing it's not titties.
What? Titties? Huh? What?
He said he likes other things, including big titties, but I'm guessing the Geotech Overwolf is not titties, so. Forgive me, I have been playing too long.
Tiggle bitties. A strange round boat contraption. Okay.
Strange round boat contraption. Okay. That doesn't tell me anything. And this is what I don't like about the new things. It's
The what?
the new shield rings.
What about them?
The fact they only seem to give up to 8 AC bonus, which is not that much.
I told people those things are flimsy as hell, but no one listens to Dama.
Well, 5 AC is what we're getting from our new system, and it's not much. Especially if it was like 2 meter armor, metal armor, which would be like 40 AC by itself. So 45 big whoop. This is why I don't like the new shield ring system. It's just doesn't do much.
Garbage.
It just doesn't do very much.
For what it was intended, no, it doesn't do crap. I mean, I'm gonna get out into a rain if I don't stop, so I'll just stop.
Yeah, I just tried installing a bank of dorsal shields, and it's like, yeah. This was the fact it gets less effective than multiple things. No wait, I'm perpetuating. Sorry, don't mind me. I ain't seen nothing.
Well, it seems like I'm not the only person who has gripes about it.
Nah. Cool concept, flawed implementation.
Yeah, if it like gave me like I don't know 10-20 armor class,
If it
yeah,
gave,
I'd be all over it.
if it had an effect that was worth a damn.
Yes.
Okay. Right. So, are we classing this craft as Zidane?
I believe so. Yeah. I mean,
Very
I kind of
well.
redid the armor around the anti-aircraft guns that I put around the bridge there, but
What we need then
Yeah.
is two
A target?
more things. Yeah, one of them's
Oh.
a target. Yeah.
and what's the other thing?
To actually, I think it might be the final thing is spawn in Geo's.
Oh, we want to
Spawn Geos is the last thing we do, so you can see next time we're gonna turn this thing into
okay.
an abomination of science. What is Geo's
Yes.
request, by the way?
Gio, do you have a request for it?
Yeah, well, his request would have been what was in there. Existence says that he's cheating because he sent us the same blueprint he sent to Borderwise. Except we don't do reviews, we do modifications. So, not quite the same thing though, is it?
We could still modify it if he wants it.
Yeah, we don't do reviews though. That's the thing I was getting.
Well, review is we can give a review as we're modifying it, I suppose.
I think the entire thing will look better in fluorescent pink. Whoops, my finger slipped. Now the entire craft is fluorescent pink.
Maybe we can make it look like a giant penis.
No, that'd be an overall whole modification. I think that'd be too much.
No. It's super easy to do. We just use mimics.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
you,
we just need,
you
like,
do have an appropriate craft shape, so.
Yes. I mean, he already said that it's round, did he not?
He did, yes.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, yeah, let's save this and get a target in here. Existence, if it's cool with you, I'd like to put this on the workshop just for funsies, so people could check it out. But yeah, let's get some targets in here, Ian.
Well, you're the one in control of spawning, so I don't know why you said let's get it for me. I can't do it. Wait, can I?
Really, you keep it doesn't work on your end, or does it? Because we're in designer.
We're Deepwater Guard, aren't we?
Yes. So like spawn stuff in is like Onyx Watch.
Yay! I think I spawned a thing.
Alright then. Yeah, you spawned a thing. And it looks like it's shooting itself.
What is?
It's shooting itself.
I can't even see the enemy, so I don't know what's going on. Oh no! What the? Why is it over?
For some reason, it spawned a Kingstead about 7 kilometers away.
I guess we get to check long-range capabilities.
I guess so, but the casemate guns keep like shooting itself.
Which case? Oh, the casemates on the side. They never had firing restrictions set into them.
Yeah, they just had... Really? The failsafes aren't doing their thing. I do think you can change the settings.
On the bright side, the ventral guns seem to be working just fine.
But yeah, one of the 93mm guns, it keeps shooting at the back of the mast.
You mean the ones he put into the sandbags at the top?
Yes.
Do you want to install some firing restrictions on those?
Yeah, let's put some fire restrictions on them. Because this is asinine.
I think just flat out, just 0 to 0 would probably be good.
Okay.
Actually, like 5 degrees is enough to make sure it won't hit the mast.
And the ones on the bottom seem to be having similar issue.
The ones at the bottom?
Yes.
Yeah, I've not seen them damage each other. Yeah, the new vent control turrets, I already said they seem to be working just fine. I do a lot of the barrels on those, though. They're actually, I did actually accidentally cut the barrels short now that I'm looking at them. You might want to save though and restart the designer because this is going to take a while to get there.
Really?
Well, how far away is the Kingstead now? Oh wait, no, we're still like 3.5 kilometers.
It's less than. It's like less than 4 kilometers now. I mean, I'll still restart if you want.
Yeah, it's just I wish it hadn't spawned so far away, you know.
I know that makes no flippin' sense why I would do that.
But it does let us see what our long-range guns perform like, so there is that. But yeah, I think a restart and then load something in at a closer distance would probably be best. Just make sure you saved it first.
Well, we're actually not too bad off right now. So we are like firing to the.
I know, it's just suddenly a bunch of the weapons turned to the side. It's like.
Yeah, maybe one of us accidentally grabbed the.
Maybe. Except I'm not moving around. I'm just sitting in a chair, so I don't have weapon control.
Oh, okay. I think maybe what happened is this thing just kind of drifted away from.
No, we were at the resource circle.
Oh yeah. Never mind then.
It's just spawning some craft in multiplayer. It's just like not working right.
I guess. But we're at a suitable distance now, it seems.
Yeah, the angle is starting to grow. So up the aft deck guns is turning. They seem to have a bit too much freedom now. Yeah, the craft is now moving into circling position, I think.
Yep, we're about to take a few crams.
Oh, is it active? Yes, it is active, isn't it?
Yeah, but looks like the lamp system needs a bit more juice. It didn't quite take out the crams.
The crams are the hardest targets for them, really.
I know, right?
So of course it's going to struggle against those. Yeah, we're moving into a circling position now.
I have to say, this is one of the more interesting builds I've ever done, if not the most interesting build I've ever done.
I would like to mention, by the way, that with the lower speeds, thanks to taking out the custom jets, it's actually circling a lot more smoothly.
Yeah?
Sure, it's a bit more sluggish, but it's actually controlling a lot better for turning. Because rather than like bouncing back and forth like it did with the custom jets, it's actually just gone straight into circling.
It's almost like we have a space Dreadnought Yamato thing going on here.
Oh, the laser AMS triggers. The front of the Kingstead has been thoroughly ventilated.
It's just so cool watching a salvo come off of this thing.
Okay, hang on a second. Just give it a chance to reload itself. Here we go.
Oh, come on, Geo. I've been putting all kinds of new craft on YouTube. Have you not seen any of them?
Wait, Geo's saying it's the best ship he's ever seen on YouTube made by Dama. This one.
Best looking ship I've ever seen by Dama.
Its existence is whole.
Yeah.
Though you did add the superstructure to it.
Yeah. I might be tempted, Existence. There's a project that might require a Yamato hull that I'm working on.
I think we've succeeded in making a flying dreadnought, basically.
Yes. I think it's a gorgeous build, to be honest.
Especially like how it's come together with the dorsal and ventral turrets, all the side guns.
Oh yeah.
And it's just cruising around, blasting away. It's still got its propellers on the back as well, so it does wind up ditching in the water. It's going to be able to keep going.
Yeah, though you might want to make sure those guns on the bottom can use super cavitation now.
They are not fitted with super cav.
Oh, okay.
If it ditches, the ventral mounted guns will be greatly weakened.
Did we kill it?
I think it lost detection. One drawback right now of this design is that it's actually... I forgot about this. It's only got the 4 detection arrays at the moment.
No, it should have way more than that because all
oh
the
wait, yeah,
detection
you
I put
got
on
you got the on top as. Did you auto adjust them?
Yes. I think it's just some multiplayer crap going on.
Probably.
Good lord, that's a lot of guns.
Something's wrong with the Kingstead now. It is saying 2 damaged.
Yes.
I'm not really surprised considering a sizable portion of it has been blown to scrap. Okay, now it's dead.
Yes. It's thoroughly dead. Alright, I guess we're gonna call this one done then.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna save it one more time just to be safe. Existence says we have his permission to put it on the Steam Workshop, so...
Why are we still shooting at it? Oh wait, it's not despawned yet.
It's not despawned yet. But, yeah, thank you for your submission, Existence. It was a fun build.
Did we kill it, Mommy? No, it's still alive, apparently. Oh, now it's dead.
Yeah. That was glorious. Okay. So, I guess we will return to the lobby then, if that's okay with you, and we'll bring in the next contestant, I guess, for lack of a better term.
The next subject.
Yes. Catch my smorgasbord thing.
Yeah, that's something we have to decide, I think. Geo seemed uncertain about the one that he'd actually submitted, so... Are we still going with the one that he submitted, or...?
I really don't care. If he wants to do it, we'll do it. If not, we'll just move on to
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Heizmeisters.
That's what I was thinking, yeah. If he chooses to submit another one, it goes to the back of the queue.
So yeah, I agree. So, Geo, would you like us to do something with your Geotech Overwolf blueprint? Or should we move on to Heizmeister's craft? I think just for funsies, I'm going to go ahead and download the blueprint, just so we can have a look at it while he's deciding.
Okay.
Let's see here. I thought I downloaded it. Where is open a new window. Nope, that's not the right one. There we go. Should be downloading now. Let's try this again. He says he's uncertain because of the thing Existence said. I'm assuming it's because you had it submitted to Borderwise. He says he's fine with either one, but I'd prefer that you'd enhance it. So I guess we enhance it. Yeah.
Make it pretty and pink.
Indeed. So yeah, let me get this over into the correct folder and we'll get this started. I mean, we'll probably just give it a good look over, but we'll probably end the stream after that, unless Ian wants to do something.
We're at about the time when I start to fritz out, so ending is
yeah, I kind of figured.
Plus, the way this has been going, it's like each time we're focusing on one ship design overall for it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was thinking like we end it looking at what we're going to be starting for the next part.
Yeah,
and then the
that
next
sounds
part
like a good idea to me.
It helps keep it a bit neater, you know?
This is a bit big.
Okay. I'm already worried.
I said a bit.
Actually that's smaller than the craft we just did, so...
It's more?
No, it's smaller.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, the craft we just did was over twice as long. So, what did he say? General enhancement? That's some instruction.
He says he wants it enhanced, but he didn't really go into specifications, so I guess it's just how we see fit then. So we'll just have our dirty way with it.
Okay.
Now let's look at the stats here on it. It's a little over 3k materials. Looks like it's got a pretty good array of crams. Got some 5mm APS here in the back.
It's got dorsal fitted torpedo turrets. A lot of crams. Are those? Yeah, those are crams, aren't they? No, they're APSs. And
yeah,
crams.
the ones on the back are APS. I don't know if we would be able to handle the Iron Basilisk, okay? Have you seen this Iron Basilisk, Ion?
No.
You don't want to. I think it's like 700 meters long.
Yeah, I would not be able to handle that. My machine is...
No.
I guess I'm going to make this official, but until I actually get something better, I'm actually not going to be working on my Osiris anymore, just because my machine can't handle it.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's why there's been no Osiris
interesting...
streams for a while.
Okay.
What's interesting?
You've done some interesting things here with the sensors. Like he's got like these little bitty sensor things all over the place. Interesting. I'm guessing the turret up top, it's like a twin 250, yeah, or a quad 250.
Yep.
Okay.
Good efficient use of space.
Oh, Geo says it's only like 340 meters. Still, that's pretty big. I don't know why I was thinking 700, but
how big was the Dreadnought? I forget.
That's a very good question. I wish I had an answer for you.
I do like the rounded nature of the hull, so It looks.
It does have a very interesting shape.
It's a very bulbous design. It's not streamlined like I would make. I mean, we get back to that thing I say I enjoy, which is like
it's about to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, this gets back to the thing I mentioned every once in a while, which is like I like seeing how different people approach designing their crafts. You know? So.
Yeah.
That went a long way towards murdering the starter ship. So there we go.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a very interesting aesthetic, Geo. Yeah, we'll have a fun time making this our bitch.
Well, one drawback I can see to it is it's actually kind of sluggish because of its shape and lack of forward power. So I think I could do something to improve its maneuverability and speed.
Yeah.
When we actually work on this one next time.
Thinking of some aesthetic stuff I could do with the little flames coming out of it. I think I want to put like some kind of a funnel for those to come up out of. Probably use something with mimics.
I'm not sure about the weapon systems. Do we want to actually touch those, or do we want to leave them as is? I mean, we could do a little bit of tinkering.
We don't really know very much about the weapon systems, though. So.
Yeah, we need to do some thorough testing at the start of next time, just to see.
Yeah.
Just to see what they all do, because there isn't a manual control for it. So.
He's got some belt-fed loaders down here. I'm wondering if this might possibly be a Sea-Wiz? Nope, not a Sea-Wiz. It's just a belt-fed twin 225mm cannon up here in the front.
Well, if he submitted this support wise, I'm guessing it was built before the the APS update came through. Because after the APS update, belt-feds are bordering on useless.
So, Geo, question on this. What version would you like to have this redone in? The 2.4.9 or current? I think that's a stipulation that we need to know what version to do these in from here on out. Yeah,
because we had to debate that one for existence as well.
Geo said it looks like a butt plug. Yeah, one of those beaded ones. I could see that.
Interesting. I'm looking at your. What? No, not that.
No. I thought you were commenting about the butt plug thing, but
no. On your stream, it's all gunmetal grey.
Yeah.
Unpainted. On mine, it's actually all painted.
Yeah, that's because I don't have any fleet colors.
These are my fleet colours? I thought these were Geo's colours. Okay.
Geo's saying that this design is pretty old. He says he wants it in 2.4.9. Thank you for specifying, Geo.
Okay, that means yep.
Is that going to be an issue for you, Ion?
Probably not, because this time I know much sooner, so I'll have no problem getting it updated before we actually do it. So.
Okay.
For Existence is one we were deciding literally right before stream, and that was too soon.
Yeah. Anything that we should have special notes of Existence when we go to upload your craft? But yeah, it's a very interesting design. The armor looked like it was pretty thick, though.
Yeah, it's well, Geo's crafts overall, they seem to be a bit more sluggish to me. They tend to be on the slower side, but they do tend to be above average for durability, as well as packing excellent firepower.
He's got lots and lots of stone in here too, so
yeah,
he's got that going for him. Stone is great for being tanky.
Yeah, so in the balance, he favours durability and a good bit of firepower versus overall manoeuvrability. At least that's how his craft always struck me. At least, like, well, Raz is like extreme defense.
No, that's a fair assessment. Yeah, Raz. Oh my God, he spends like ages on a single design.
But his craft tend to be sacrifice firepower, have average maneuvering, but be really, really tough. Mine tend to be fragile, but they have a lot of speed and a lot of firepower in most cases. So it's kind of fun thinking about it in that way, actually, I think.
I like to think I try to go for a pretty balanced approach, but...
Yeah, your craft tends to be pretty flexible. But I'm not sure where, if you're judging by those standards, where your craft would generally place. Your craft tend to be a bit lower on the durability side, if I'm honest. But they tend to be high performance, so I don't know. I need to look at more of your craft, unfortunately. What a shame.
Existence is saying I don't have anything to say, really. Just say that you got the hull design for me and that is enough. Okay, fair enough, Existence.
That's a question, actually. Is the original hull also on Steam Workshop? Because if it is, then a link back to that in the description would be a prudent move.
That's a good question. Existence, if you have an answer for that, please let us know.
But yeah, I think we've had a good time looking at this and working on the Dreadnought, so I think that's about time to wrap the stream up before it drags on.
Yeah, I had a hell of a good time doing it, though. I'm hoping this is something we'll continue to do, and I really enjoyed myself doing it.
Yeah, I certainly wouldn't object to that.
Awesome. Okay, so we want to shoot for next Tuesday then?
That seems to be what we've been doing. I'll get my recordings uploaded later on this week, so at least then I'll be streaming from next week onwards.
Yeah, I am kind of curious to see how things look like from your point of view, if I'm to be honest.
Well, every time I wind up working on different sections to you, so at least on Geo's craft we'll be working more closely because it's a smaller design.
Yeah.
Though I have taken some screenshots of it in my fleet colours, which I'm going to put up on your Discord. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do need to get some fleet colors.
Well, it's
I mean, the stuff that I've been up. I'm sorry, did I interrupt you?
No,
Go ahead,
it's just black and cream and red for some reason.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that's geo's or not.
Yeah, the colors I use, I'm always painting them on manually. That's just the way I've always done it, because I have a different color for my tanks, I have a different color for my planes, I have a different color for my ships, so I don't really see doing fleet colors really working out for me very well.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, shall we wrap it then?
I think we're going to wrap it up, yeah.
Right,
again, I'd like to thank Existence for sharing his design with us. It's a great build. We will be posting a link on my Discord and in the description of this video here, so you guys can find it and download it from the Steam Workshop. I'll also put the BP available on my Discord. And anything you'd like to add to that, sir?
No, I think that about covers it, honestly.
All right.
Yep.
All right, then. Y'all have yourselves a hell of an evening and keep your hammer high.
Right.
Been Dama Gate 2 with Iron Mark 3.
Peace, everyone. See you later.
Later.